guys, it's Katie here and welcome to another tag video. This is going to be the bad book habits tag. This was created by Nadia Reads and I was tagged by A Mind Needs Books. I will link both of their videos in the description box below, so definitely check both of those out. So a lot of you will really enjoy this video because you'll know that I have really bad book habits, and that's the basic objective of this video, to list all your bad book habits. And number one for me is going to be really obvious. We all know it. You can see it all around me. Yes, I will put my hand up and admit it straight away. I have a bad book buying habit. I love buying books, but hey, it's retail therapy. It makes us feel better. When I get more books, I feel 10% better. When I've had a bad day, I will go straight to Amazon and I will purchase a book. It makes me feel so much better. I love books. Books love me. We are a big, happy family, and it's meant to be. Yeah. Number two is that I am restricted in the YA bubble. I love young adult books, but I have branched out a bit more since starting new adult books, because new adult is for more my age, like for people in their 20s, and I am in my early 20s, so that's why I feel more connected with new adult books, but that doesn't stop me from reading young adult books. I love them. Number three is review books. I have a lot of review books. I have a lot of physical review books. I have a lot of NetGalley books. I am a NetGalley addict. I'm not gonna lie. I am a NetGalley addict. But I love review books. I'm so grateful for every single one that I get approved for, or every one that I receive. I love reviewing books. I love receiving them. I love reading them. I love everything about them. But I have a problem. I get quite a lot of them, and I find that I have to try and balance them with my own books, and there are some times where I really want to read the books I own, but because of review books you really need to sort of read those first, so I have one of those problems. Another of my problems is eBay. Just eBay. Enough said. Another problem that I have is starting series and not finishing them. I'm trying my best at the moment to finish some series that I started. I am in the middle of at least 20 series at the moment, and that is absolutely terrible, but I am trying my best to at least complete a load of those before beginning other series. But I know that's not going to happen because I always find a book in the series that I begin, and then I just have to complete that series first before the others. But I know it's a terrible habit of mine, and I really can't help it. Another problem I have is me actually buying the complete set of books, even though I haven't read the first. I will buy the rest of them. I've done this with the Morganville Vampires series. I have not read a single one, yet I own all of them, and there are a lot of books in that series. I've done exactly the same with the Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series. There are even more books in that series, and I haven't even completed the first book. But I've just went ahead and bought all of them thinking that, hey, I'm gonna love it. That is a problem, because before I have bought a set before and I didn't like the first book, and now I have the other books, so I need to kind of read them. That is the trouble. Very naughty, Katie. Very naughty. And another one is library books. Terrible. Why am I getting library books when I got my own books to read and review books to read? Why am I doing this? I don't need library books, but hey, I can't help myself, because lately my library has been getting new books in and I want to read them like straight away. So hey, I've just gone to the library and I've just got like 30 books out of my library recently. Absolutely crazy. It's just mental, absolutely mental. Now another problem I have, I don't really call it a problem, but a lot of people find it weird, and that is that I read more than one book at once. And people find it weird because they're like, how can you read more than one book? Don't you get confused between them? My nan just finds it weird. She calls me a weirdo. She thinks I'm weird anyway in general. But I have to read more than one book at once. I can't read just one book because I find, I don't know, I need to like expand and read like at least a different book at once. I always read at least 3 because I read like a review copy, my own copy, and like a library book, and they will have to be different genres as well. And I also find that since doing it, it really helps in rating books. Like if I'm reading a really book that I'm absolutely loving, and then I'm reading a good book that I'm loving but not as much as the book that I am really loving, it helps in the rating, because then I sort of think, well actually I'm not loving it as much as this one. I don't have the same feeling that I get with this one, and such, and I just love it, and it helps me going, and I find it really, really enjoyable. The last book habit that I have is big books. I am scared of big books. If I see a big book, I would be like, I just can't read them. Like, they just scare me. I can't get into them. I look at them and I think I will finish that in like a month. It will take me that long to read it. But you know, there's been some books that I forced myself to read, and when I get into it, before I know it, it's like the end of the book. So I sort of have to sort of calm myself down to get into it. But it's just when you see a big scary book that you're like, oh, well actually I'd rather read like a 300-page book. Do you know what I mean? That is just one of my biggest fears in my book habits. So there you have it, guys. Those are my book habits. Let me know yours down below. Are you as bad as me? I'm going to tag a few people because I know you guys are just as bad as me. I'm going to tag Katie from Ohcakey, Faye from Daydreamer Star 21, Samantha Stewart 93, and the Forsaken 707, which is Keisha. I know you're all bad, especially you, Keisha. You are terrible. You and me are like the worst, like ever. Me and Keisha just have this like battle. So yes, those are the people I definitely want to do this, because I really, really want to see your videos. But if you really, really want to do this, then say I, Katie from Kit Kats Can Read, have tagged you to do this, and leave it as a video response to the original creator's video, which I will link down below. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you have, and have a fantastic day as always. See you guys in my next video. Bye!